Hello everybody, I'm Cody,
I'm Eric.
and welcome to episode 3 of Eye on Industry podcast. So it's funny, we kind of debate back and forth about what to talk about to try to educate you guys and bring awareness to certain things. And what we want to talk about, I ran out of time to get all the research done on it, so we're going to do a couple other things we actually know a lot about. And today we're going to focus on participation after you buy your bike. You want to explain more like what we're talking about here?
Yeah, so I have lots of customers. I see this a lot also. People buy motorcycles, they have a motorcycle, and they tend to all of a sudden want to sell it, okay? The reason why they want to sell it is they say, well, I don't know what to do with it now that I have it, and I'm a little confused. I'm like, well, I would ride it, and they're like, well, ride it where? I'm like, we don't have to have a group to ride with. You don't necessarily have to have a destination. That's the purpose of it, is to ride and to have fun. However, let's talk about socializing with it, okay? We'll start with that and work our way kind of down a hypothetical list, all right?
Sure. Let's start with socializing. So what he's talking about is like joining possible like Facebook groups. So like here in Oklahoma City, a popular group is called the 405 Riders. If you're heavy in the sport bike scene, that is a good group to get with. They're always doing some kind of event rides together. And if, let's say you're a female rider new to the riding scene and you're not sure what to do, where to ride with, there's a strong female connection in the 405 Riders. And they're always doing all girl rides and girl meetups and whatnot. So socialize, like go out, get a bike and go ride, because chances are you're going to run into somebody by themselves or a small group of people riding. And when they find out you're riding by yourself, most of the time they're going to invite you to ride with them. Not always, it depends on the people, but a lot of times they're like, oh, you want to come ride with us? We're going to go over here, get something to eat. You're welcome to come join. Some of the best people I've met in my life has been because of motorcycles. And I've pretty much have always ridden alone. I still, to this day, still prefer to ride alone. I'm that way. But I have also met a lot of really incredible people through just riding alone and meeting them and running into people just randomly at random places, get to talking and develop friendships and relationships, and you do eventually go ride and hang out and stuff. So motorcycles is a great way to meet new friends and meet new people.
It is. I mean, I still enjoy riding by myself. Sometimes I kind of prefer it, but I do it to get away from everybody and everything. All right, but to each his own. But if you'll look, either through social media or if you go to local bike shops, there'll be poker runs, there'll be marble runs, there'll be toy runs, there'll be raising money for some kind of benefit of some kind. Shriners do a lot of runs. Those actually are kind of a lot of fun to go and to do.
You meet a vast group of different people, different riding techniques, different backgrounds, different stories. Now keep in mind, so it's been a long time ago, I dated somebody and she went on a charity ride, and she's the only one there that was on a non-Harley motorcycle. And she was kind of upset because, one, she's the only one there, but two, she's like, why do people feel the need to like promote like political stuff? Most group rides, you're not going to have that issue.
Yeah,
Occasionally you'll do a group ride where they are like going into politics, but most of the time it's not going to happen. You have to have an open mind when you go on a group ride and realize that not everybody's going to be like you. Not everybody's going to agree with you. Not everybody is going to disagree with you. The best thing to do on group rides is not talk about politics or religion. Talk about the motorcycles and what you enjoy doing on them and the places you've gone to and experienced and seen.
Yeah, and if you're solo riding, don't look down on solo riding. Take the time in the evenings to ride out of town. You don't have to go way far out of town, but ride out of town in the evening when it's a little cooler and stuff, and look at the cows and look at the crops and look at the tractors and stuff on the weekends. Say you're married or dating, take the girlfriend or the wife, and don't let either one of them know what you're doing, and go and enjoy, like an afternoon. Go ride in the country and take a look at what's out there. Sometimes during the week, in the evening, usually midweek is a good time because traffic is kind of low. Grab your date and ride to dinner, like an informal dinner of some kind. That's always a ton of fun to do that.
I've had more dates impressed with packing a lunch or a dinner, hopping on the bike and just tell them we're just going to go riding, and then go to that Taylor campground or go someplace that has a side of the road stop where you can take the food out of the bag and actually have a dinner, just the two of you on the bike together.
Yeah,
That's always fun. And there's pros and cons of riding alone, riding in a group. The biggest pro of riding alone is you can do what you want to do, ride where you want to ride, and see what you want to see on your time. When you're on a group ride, it's kind of on whoever's leading the ride's time. So keep that in mind, that they may ride faster than you, or they may ride slower than you. If they ride slower than you, then just slow down. Don't be that person to go flying by because they're going too slow. And if they're riding faster than you and you're not comfortable, then just pull off and go do your own thing.
Yeah, or you get wherever they're going when you get wherever they're going.
Yeah, find out where they're going ahead of time and just meet them there. Don't feel like you have to ride fast or ride above your limits to keep up with somebody. That's how you're going to get hurt. Ride at your pace. And if they're riding slow, like I said, just slow down. You're all going to the same place eventually. Just have fun.
Exactly. Now from there, we could go to, there's a lot of guys that they get hung up with this whole street race kind of deal, and it's like, you know what? There's a really easy way to go fast and to have fun is to go to Test and Tune. Doesn't matter what bike you have at all, but go to the drag strip with it.
So this is another form of participation we're talking about. Don't think that you can't go to the drag strip because you have a little 250cc little bike. Who cares? Go have fun. Don't feel like you can't go, let's say go to like a hooligan race because you feel like you don't know what you're doing. You don't know until you try it and do it.
Exactly. Go and participate, have fun with it. If you just want to go, first of all, you ride your bike to, let's just pick Test and Tune, okay? Because, Test and Tune in a drag strip is really easy to participate at, right?
And cheap.
And it is relatively inexpensive. So maybe you go the first time and you see how the program is run, where the guys pit, how they flow the motorcycles through to the starting line, when you make a pass, where you pull off, where you get your time slip. Everybody always wants to know, I wonder how fast this goes. Well, it's a nice safe place, as safe as you can make it, right?
Right.
To see how fast it goes. And then look at your times. Is your reaction time kind of slow? Is your 60-foot time kind of slow? Try and better yourself with that. You'd be surprised about how much fun just that in and of itself is.
And don't feel like you have to actually go to the drag strip and run your bike. You can just go ride to the drag strip and park your bike and then go hang out with those that actually are racing. You actually learn quite a bit from people that are actually there to actually legit race their bikes. Don't be afraid to ask them questions. Drag racing is a big family of most.
Fun thing to do. It's a little more expensive, but if you've got a sport bike, is definitely track days at a road race course.
It's quite a bit more money. They're anywhere between $100 to $200 just to get in to start running. and a lot of times they require you to have your bike like track prepped. So not always, but a lot of times you have to have like your drain plug tied up nice and neat. You have to have your axle bolts tied in, and there's certain rules you got to follow in case you wreck. It keeps it from just blowing totally apart.
Yeah.
Again, each track's different. Go to the website and just and look and see what they have. If you have any questions, you can always call them and be like, "Hey, I want to do this. What's the requirements and whatnot?" And they'll be happy to help you out.
Yeah, there's a misnomer that you're going to get the business when you call them, and nobody is going to talk down to you at all. You call, you be polite, professional. They're going to be exactly the same. And when you have questions, ask them. And if you're sure that you've got the answers that you want, that is great. If you're unsure, you may ask them, is there anything else I should know? Was there anything else you can think of that I should know? Don't worry, everybody's like, well, I don't want to seem stupid. The only time that you will seem ignorant or stupid is if you don't take the time to do your research and come somewhat prepared.
If you want to become a better rider, a road course legit racetrack is the place to do it. A lot of times they have a pre-meeting where they will go over the track with you and kind of tell you about where you should be at speedometer, speed-wise, going to the corner. They kind of help guide you. And then you can even ask to have like somebody follow you that's like a track professional, and they will tell you, and then after the run they can tell you, okay, in this turn you did this wrong, try this instead. They can help you become a better rider. A professional rider on the track is always going to be a better rider on the street. But remember, you're still on the street. So just because you can ride fast on the track doesn't mean you're going to be able to ride fast in the street. You got sand to deal with, you got gravel, you got cars, you got wildlife. There's different kinds of things. A track is a prepped, clean surface to make it as safe as possible for you to have fun on.
Exactly. So take advantage of it. And again, you can have a cruiser, you could have a sport bike, you could have a dresser. Doesn't matter. Go and ride and have fun and participate. These are just a very few ways that you can go and participate with your motorcycle. The important thing is to take it and to ride it and to enjoy it.
That's what it's made for. Participate like bike rallies. Those aren't for everybody. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan of bike rallies because I don't like being around a lot of people. It's just my thing. And they get a lot of people there. But the environment is fun. The stuff you see, if you love people watching, bike rallies, place to go for people watching. And you'll see all different kinds of bikes there. You got music, got different kinds of food. Usually bike rallies are in some place where there's a lot of really nice riding at. So it's another good fun environment to meet other people. And everybody that is there for the most part has the same passion, motorcycles. And there's no such thing as like a stranger at a bike rally. You're all there to have fun.
You're all there to ride, enjoy riding, enjoy that passion. It's a common thread, and you'd be surprised how that brings people together. But again, sometimes if you want to escape and you want to have some alone time, the motorcycle is a really good way to accomplish that too. You're stressed out from work, you're tired of whatever, you can get on your motorcycle, go ride out of town. Maybe in town does it for you, but if you live near a lake, go right around the lake. Where you can get out of town, ride through the country, just cruise and enjoy.
Yeah, motorcycles are without doubt one of the best stress relief things you can do in your life that won't end up costing you 18 years of your life if you say you made a bad choice and got somebody pregnant. If you know what I'm talking about. So
I wasn't gonna go there. But.
Yeah, well, no, we're honest here and we're blunt. So yeah, so no, really, riding a motorcycle is one of the best things you can do to clear your head and your mind and get you back on track. And it's just it truly is a true freedom feeling, and that's why we ride.
And to your point with dating, they're a great icebreaker for dating. Be careful how you break the ice. They're They're great icebreakers. Really, in all seriousness, they are. They're a great icebreaker. As far as dating goes, they they are really a lot of fun. Not just dating. Like even if you're married, you have date night and you're married, they can be a huge amount of fun for that evening. Like I said, movies or dinner, or you're just gonna go ride somewhere and have dessert, whatever. The important thing again is that we keep saying, use your motorcycle. Don't let it sit in the corner. Don't make excuses as none of my friends ride anymore. Well, then
Make new friends.
yeah, or just let them be and let them do what it is that they do and go ride and be safe and have fun.
And we'll say one more thing, we'll wrap this up. If you are going to go on like a date ride for the first time, now I'm speaking as a male here, so this isn't so much for the female, this is for the male. And this is like this, I'm super, you call it anal about this. If you are picking up a female to go for a ride and it's her first time riding, don't be an asshole and ride 160 miles an hour.
No.
Don't be popping wheelies, don't be dumb. I have talked to so many different women through my life that refuse to get on a motorcycle later on in life because of a bad experience they had at their early young life. Don't be that guy, seriously. There's no need for it. If you want to ride like that, that's fine, do it by yourself. You are literally putting somebody else's life in danger on the back of your bike. With that being said, if you do it smart, you do it polite, and you make them feel comfortable, they will be begging you to take them back out again and again. You almost can't get them to leave you alone so you can just ride alone. They always want to go with you. It is that addicting for a passenger if you do it the proper way. So slow down, have fun. Until next time, you all ride safe.